No lie, this might be the biggest regular season matchup in my lifetime. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dugai, coming at y'all with another episode of Drop It Downs, Mr. Dugai. And today I'm going to preview and predict Sunday night's game of the year epic showdown between the Detroit Lions hosting the Minnesota Vikings, yo. Before I get into this video, man, for anyone, if you want to drop a dial on the Cash App, my Cash App information is down in the description box. Also, my social media information is down there. Also, I co-host a sports talk radio show every Sunday morning. That information is down there. If you're a subscriber to the channel, greatly appreciate the love and support. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification button, like the video, and share it with your folks, man. Also, if you want to get videos like this hours before anybody else, scroll down, click on the join button, get a membership. I think it's a couple of dollars a month, yo. Wow, this game here. And look, I'm an Eagles fan. I'm extremely excited for this one. Because on one hand, I want to know who, if we get to the NFC Championship, assuming the one seed hold their own in the division around, where we got to go, either to Detroit or Minnesota. Obviously, great memories in Minnesota, winning a Super Bowl in that stadium. In Detroit, we've had much success playing in that building, in recent memory. Um, it's a big one, man. This is the game of the year. Probably, it could arguably be the biggest regular season matchup, in at least 30 years. You know what I'm saying? First looking at the visiting Minnesota Vikings coming off of a really good win at home against the Green Bay Packers. A game that they had a comfortable lead, but Green Bay, just like their first matchup, clawed back at the very end to make the game very interesting. But Minnesota led by Sam Darnold, man, the resurgence of Sam Darnold. This is the Sam Darnold we thought we would have seen when he came out of USC and he was a top pick in the draft, a top three pick in the draft. Justin Jefferson, LSU Tiger, has been absolutely sensational. Jordan Addison has really developed into a really great number two receiver. I mean, nail eyed there making plays at receiver. Hawkinson, the former Lion, is a really good tight end. And defensively, man, Brian Flores got them flying all over the place, man. Byron Murphy made the Pro Bowl. You got the old reliable Harrison Smith back there. It's a really good team, and I think more importantly, they are extremely well coached on both sides of the ball. Then you're looking at the Detroit Lions, man, coming in off of, to give them credit, man, playing a meaningless game as if it's a playoff game, in San Francisco against the 49ers where they won the shootout 40 to 34, led by Jared Goff, who's having average both quarterbacks, of course, made the Pro Bowl this year. Jameer Gibbs been holding it down. I question his usage once David Montgomery went out, but he's been holding it down, man. Amon-Ra St. Brown's been really good. Jameson Williams he looks like the guy that played at Alabama that last year, just running by everybody. Now defensively, they leak it all, man. They are leaking all defensively, but they do have two really good guys on the back end, and Joseph, who I think leads the league in picks, and Brian Branch, who is a real athletic heck of a player, man. Keys to this matchup, for the Minnesota Vikings, man. I feel like they're gonna have to run the ball efficiently. They're gonna have to line up, run the ball right at the Detroit Lions' throats. I think if they do that, I think they got a real good chance to win this game, man. We know Sam Darnold can sling it around, but I think them running the ball, getting that Detroit offense off the field, I think is a vital key to them. And for Detroit, man, they're gonna have to force a turnover or two. Their pass rush is really limited without guys like Aiden Hutchinson. So they're gonna have to take the ball away. And obviously with Joseph on the back end and Branch are two guys that could do that. So for me, I feel like, they're gonna have to force a turnover to if they want to win this game, man. Because I just think their pass rush is lacking a little bit right now. Now for my prediction. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Man, I'm really torn, man, because I want to pick Detroit because they're at home, and I feel like they're a little more battle tested than Minnesota. But I want to pick Minnesota because on one end there's the revenge factor. These two played earlier this year in a spectacular game. If this game is anything like that one, we in for a treat. Where Detroit kicked the field goal with 40 seconds left and walked off the field with a win. And I felt like Detroit's defense was much more healthier then. They had a David Montgomery in that game. Now, granted, it was in Minnesota, but Detroit just got so much injuries defensively. Minnesota with the revenge factor. I do like Detroit because of the experience factor the last couple of years in playing, some home playoff games and playing in an NFC championship game on the road, which makes me favor them a little bit. And man, I think Minnesota is a little better right now. But I'm gonna go Detroit at home, man. I just think Detroit is more desperate for this bye week. I think both teams obviously want it, but I'm gonna go Detroit with the experience slightly over Minnesota in a real classic of a football game. Give me Detroit to win this game by like 1 or 2 points, man. Again, and I think they gonna get the home field advantage. But I expect to see a valid effort from Minnesota, and I would not be shocked if Minnesota won this game by any means. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe. I have Philadelphia Eagles, NFL, and content on my other teams throughout the year. Also, like I mentioned earlier, if you want videos like this hours before everyone else, scroll down, click the join button, get the membership, and it's like a couple of dollars a month. Until then, y'all have a blessed one. Fly, Eagles, fly.